So this is how I would build my workout split if I was trying to build muscle. I would focus on 2 days a week. I'm gonna be hitting that muscle group that I really wanna build. And then I'm gonna be starting with compound exercise. I think finding a compound exercise that will allow me to hit multiple muscle groups that I'm trying to build at the same time is just super effective, and it's the best way to go about it. Hey guys, in today's video, we're gonna be going over what's the best workout split for building muscle and how to build that workout split in order for you to build muscle. So in order to understand this, we kind of have to talk about what is the most effective way to build a workout split and build muscle. From my understanding and what I think is the best way to go about it is hitting a muscle group multiple times a week. So if you want to grow a specific muscle group, you need to hit it multiple times a week, and that should be part of your split. That's how you should look at splitting up your workouts, and putting those together will allow you to be super effective in building muscle. So let's get into a little bit about where most people go wrong when they're building out a workout split. First, they don't have a good split. They don't split out their workouts very well. And what do I mean by this? If you're going to split up your workouts and build a workout split that is effective for growing muscle, you have to factor in a little bit of recovery. You have to hit the muscle one day and allow for a little bit of time to pass in order for you to see the muscle repair and then have another great workout using that muscle group the next day. I'm not saying that you can't hit different muscle groups on different days, like for example, hitting your chest and then hitting your back the next day. I'm saying that hitting your chest 2 days in a row more than likely is not going to allow you to recover the way you need to see the most amount of muscle growth. People also don't prioritize their training. If you're going to try and grow a muscle group, you want to be able to focus on specific days where you know that muscle group is going to be at the front of your workout, the forefront, the most important thing that you're training. So if you don't have that broken out as a part of your split, you're just doing yourself a disservice because you're trying to grow that muscle group and you won't be seeing as much progress as you could be seeing. Another thing which is also included in that is not training that muscle group enough. If you want to hit that muscle group and make sure that you're seeing progress and growth with that muscle group, you're going to have to hit that muscle multiple times a week and with enough intensity, which is a key factor, enough intensity for it to grow. So let's get into what you need to be doing to ensure that you see muscle growth, and then we'll talk about how that factors into your workout split. So in order to see muscle growth, you need to monitor your lifts. You need to track your workouts to see if you're actually progressing, right? That concept of progressively overloading or progressively growing your muscle groups is a key factor in muscle growth. You need to continually be improving. So it might not look like every week you're setting a new PR in terms of your lifts. So maybe one week you hit 20 pounds for 6 reps, and then the next week you hit 20 pounds for 6 reps again. But if you hit 20 reps or you hit 20 pounds for 8 reps the following week, you've made progress and you're more than likely starting to see muscle growth. There's not a direct correlation between muscle growth and strength, but there's a close enough resemblance that if you are getting stronger, you're more than likely on the right path to building muscle, or you're more than likely starting to build muscle. So you need to track your lifts in order to see how much progress you're making. You need to train with enough intensity. You need to signal to your body, hey, I've been pushing this 20 pounds for 6 reps for multiple weeks. Now I'm trying to get stronger, so I'm gonna keep pushing it, keep pushing it, keep pushing it, and your body will adapt. Your body will tell you that, hey, okay, you've been pushing this amount for a couple weeks. Now if you try 25s or you try doing the same 20 pounds, you're gonna be able to get 8 reps, or you're gonna be able to get 9 reps, or you're gonna be able to get 10 reps. That is a sign of muscle growth, and that comes from training with enough intensity. And the biggest factor when it comes to training with intensity is, are you getting to a point of failure or very, very close to it? If you're almost to the point where you cannot lift the weight up anymore, that is a very good indicator that you're close to failure. If you can only get one extra rep, that's also pretty close to failure. The problem is most people don't even train near that point. Most people train with 3-4 reps left in the tank, and they never reach that point of true failure, so they don't see muscle growth. You need to be able to push your body in order to see the body grow. And so building a split with lifts that you're going to monitor and enough intensity requires for you to look at what do you want to grow, right? Do you want to grow your entire upper body? Do you want to grow your chest? Do you want to grow your shoulders? Do you want to grow your back? Building out your split with those muscle groups that you want to grow at the focus and at the very front of your workout is going to be key in order for you to push your body to grow. So let's talk a little bit more about the split part. When you're building out your split, this can look like a few different types of workouts. You have the traditional push-pull legs. You have a separated out split, so a lot of people call the bro split, where you have chest on Monday, arm on Tuesday, legs on Wednesday, shoulders on Thursday, and then something else on Friday. Or you have any combination that's close to that, to be honest. When it comes to building out a split, you need to make sure that you're at least giving your muscle groups a day break. You don't want to train chest on Monday and then chest again on Tuesday, because that's not going to give your body enough time to rest. So when you're building out your split, if you want to hit chest and back one day, make sure the next day you're not necessarily hitting chest and back, right? You can be hitting arms, you can be hitting legs, you can be hitting shoulders, but you want to give that day break in between those muscle groups to allow them to recover, right? So that your chest will be fresh for the next workout set, and you can do 75 pounds again, right? Say you did 75 pounds on Monday, you want to do 75 pounds again on Wednesday, and then see how many reps you can get. You get 6 on Monday, you get 6 again on Wednesday, and that's how you progressively train your body and increase your amount of reps over time, is that you give your body enough time to recover so that you can have enough intensity to continue to push your body and get close to failure. Next, you want to include compound exercises and then isolation exercises. Now, both of them are going to be effective in terms of making a muscle group grow. When it comes to muscle growth, the reason I like to prioritize compound exercise. When I train shoulders or when I train back, I like to start with a shoulder press, or I like to start with a pull-up because it hits multiple muscle groups within the back and within the shoulders. So I like to prioritize those at the beginning because it allows me to hit multiple parts, and then later on in the workout, I will be able to add in isolation exercises that will allow me to focus on the specific parts, like let's say the medial head of the shoulders, or the lats in the back. If I want to grow those muscle groups, I can do isolation exercise to build on the compound exercises within the workout. So if you need help with a workout plan or examples of how to build out your workouts, I go into more details in my course. It's a top link in my bio. Check it out if you need more help with this. Thank you guys. Have a good one.